Hi, Redaktiv here in time for episode 10 of All the Mods 8. Do you want to see something magic? Yay! I'm on the roof. And now, yay! I'm back. I added an elevator here and an elevator there. I also added a storage controller for the function of storage. It's combining it with a couple of tools, the configuration tool and the linking tool. The linking tool is necessary to link the drawers to the controller, and the other tool, the configuration tool, I have used that to lock the drawers. I also added a copper update to some of the drawers, the ones with a copper sign, so they can store 8 times the amount they used to. Hello, Siggy. What we're going to do today is we're going to do two things. We are going to update our silent gear, both our armor and our tools, and we are going to start with mystical agriculture and make some seeds for that and plant them. I made 2 machines for silent gear over here. The first one is the metal alloyer that we can make alloys. Alloy is combining 2 material into a new one. I made refined obsidian alloys using 3 refined obsidian and 1 crimson steel for each. Then I get 4 alloys from the machine. Why do you do this? Well, it combines the values from the 2 materials that you use. We're going to take a little bit look at. We can start with refined. Here we have the refined obsidian. If I press left control button, I can see the stats for it. It has a durability of 2500, but it only have a harvest level of 3. You can harvest the same thing that you can harvest with a diamond pick, obsidian, and so on. And if we look at the crimson steel, if I will find it, there we have it. It has almost the same durability, but it has a harvest level of 4. And we can harvest a sure silver with it. It has lower harvest speed and it has lower armor. The new alloy has a durability of 2800 something. This is graded, so it's a little bit less when you grade it. And it has a harvest speed of over 20 and an armor of 3288. So combining the 2 materials makes a better material. We get a lot of value from the refined obsidian, and we get a harvest level of the crimson steel. I made a second machine from Silent Craft, and that's the grader. You can grade the materials before you make the tool. It's important to grade them the last thing you do. I graded my refined obsidian and put it in the metal alloyer, and then I got ungraded materials back, so I wasted a stack of blazing dust, and that's too bad. The blazing dust is somewhat expensive to make. You have to use a lot of glowstone dust, and you have to use a lot of blaze powder and gold to make the thing. And the only way to turn the blaze gold ingot into it's dust, you have to use some sort of silent gear hammer or a prospect hammer. So I made a prospect hammer only for this. That wasn't that difficult. So I graded all the tools. These are graded B. I don't know how high the grade goes. The highest I've got is SS, and I think I put that on my new sword. Below that, it's S, and then it's A, B, C, D, E. I graded all the materials once, and then I took the ones below B and I put them into the grader again, and then it grades them until you get a better grade. So it keeps them in the machine till you get a better grade than you got before, and then it let the machine, the pipe pull them out. So I got B and higher. If you use the higher tier of catalyst, you will get the higher tiers of for the ingots, and the grading makes the ingot a little bit better. I think a grade S is a whole point better harvest speed than a ungraded tool, for instance, or is it? If it's more, I'm not sure. So I made all my material, and then I made the new parts using the book. There it is, the blueprint book. I also made a coating. I didn't do that before because I'm going to test a thing. Last time it didn't work. Let's see if it works this time. So now I'm going to update my osmium pick. I want to use a new rod for it. So if I place the pick and a new rod into a crafting table, I can compare the two. One of the things is that I'm getting rid of the brittle and the shipping. The brittle is that the gear would take some extra damage. The new material doesn't have that. It's even it takes less damage, both flexible and malleable. So this is now my new pick with a new rod, and I get the old rod back. And then I can place the tool back and add a new pick head. And this is where we will see the big difference. Now I go to a durability of 3882. Before I had 800. We have the same repair efficiency. We got a higher enchantment value, but this one is enchanted the way I want. We got a higher harvest speed. We got a much higher, more than twice the harvest speed. It's 14 in attack damage. That's even better, twice what my old sword has. And it has some nice traits. So this is my new pick. And we're going to update the rest of the thing. We are going to update the matlock with a new. We now got a new pick. Yeah, that's nice. It's probably going to be way too fast for things like that. It will double break, and netherite will be a hazard to break. But that's good. The only problem is we have to empty this one. I think you craft it with a stick to empty it. We need to add a new material to repair our stuff with. This is now level tier 4, so we need a tier 4 material to to fix and mend our tools. But I'm going to do that off camera. We're going to use Signalium. I think that's the easiest one to make. Well. We are going to do some seeds from Mythical Agriculture tool. We are going to use the infusion pedestals, and I just figure out I need some redstone to activate them. So we're going to make a plate. Let's see, climby uppy, down we go, jumpy jumpy. We can make a wood one. No need to be fancy. We maybe can make a black one. An ebony pressure plate. So we are back. We place the plate over there. We are going to make some seeds from Mystical Agriculture. To make the seeds, we are going to use the pedestals and the altar. Each thing needs a material, some essence, and a prosperity seed. The prosperity seed is very easy to make. You make them using regular seeds and some prosperity shards. The essence we get from the farms in there, and then we need a material. For the stone seeds, the material is stone. So I add the 4 stones by right-clicking. Then I add 4 essence by right-clicking. And then I add a seed to the middle and give it a redstone pulse. And I will get a stone seed. Wood seed, dirt seed, and ice seed are all using the material. For some of the others, we need to make an agglomeratio. And that's a combination of 4 ingredients. The fire one is gravel, clay ball, dirt, and lava bucket. And the gravel, clay ball, and dirt is the same for all the 4 used for the 4 elements: water, air, earth, and fire. So let's just add a new one. We're going to sleep first. We don't want a creeper or something like that blowing things up. So we add the dirt one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and essence 1, 2, 3, 4, and a seed and a redstone. So I'm going to craft all the seeds. Okay, I have made some imperial farmland, and that is the level I'm going with. Going higher takes too much essence and it will be too slow. And lower, well, I don't have to go lower. So now we're going to plant the seeds. We're going to plant the stone and the dirt and the wood and the earth. No, not the earth. We can place all of the elemental seeds together, because why not? We can place the ice over here. Which one are we missing? There is the fire seed. And then we take the tier 2 seeds. We get the nether seeds, and the cold seed, dye seed, nature seed, and the aluminium seed. I prepared for the copper seed too, but we didn't get that one this time. Now it's a waiting game again. We are going to wait for the botany pots to produce enough with essence so we can plant more farmland over there and get the essence for the enchantment for the next tier. In the meanwhile, I will harvest these by hand, and if I get an extra seed, I will plant it until I get 4. Yay, kadum-tonk. You can see the bookshelves from the enchantment table. I think that was all for the episodes today. We maybe can take a nice picture over at our newly planted seeds. I made well, I went to the nether and hunted for some netherite, and I found some ancient debris, and I got some netherite out of it. I got enough. I got 4 ingots, and that's enough to make the netherite seed. So that's good. Well. That's all for today. All that's left is to say have a nice day and take care. Smile.